Okay, I am back. I have Diet Pepsi. Also blew my nose, so hopefully there will be less sniffling involved in this video. Anyway. Ah! I hate that. I don't know if you noticed that on the bottom left, the cursor was left over the health bar. So, you know, it had the health total up. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't sneak around behind this guy and get to those stupid healers. Yes, you turds. You stupid turds. Okay, there's only one left, but still, one is too many whenever they do percentage-based healing. And there's another one down here. There we go. You really are doing these guys a favor, by the way. I'm here because I'm hoping to find a particular lore snippet, but you really are doing these fellas a favor. Like, it's not even a joke to say that whenever you're putting these things under, you really are putting the dead to rest. Okay. Just gotta get this guy taken out. Like I said, just gotta clear the area so that this guy isn't such a pain to deal with himself. Ugh. Which is easier. There's another Good grief. I mean, I know it's a Coliseum, but typically you don't have people in the audience come down and try to help out the lion. Good grief. Where did these guys come from? Ugh. I hope he's not summoning. Because if he's summoning straight up skeletal knights, that's a problem. And again, with the, you know, guy who summons guys who summon kind of... Well, it's not that, but it's still pretty bad. It's guys summoning guys. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, folks. I don't know how long this fight's going to go on for, but is he straight up summoning Frost Revenants? Because that's dirty. Like, that's not okay. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, that dude's like leashed to him. Wow, that's dirty. Alright, well I'm just gonna have to find a way to just attack him and him only, more or less. Just focus all effort on him. Okay. Just lead them around over here. Ah! Again, this is why you gotta clear out the whole area. Ugh. I mean, it's legit not worth trying to take these guys out, because he's just gonna resummon them. Which is why it's lame to make a boss just summon stuff that fast. Like, it just makes the fight less enjoyable, in a word. Well, in a set of words. And I mean, I get it, right? Like, it's an ARPG, and there's only so many things you can do with a boss. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm going after this guy in the odd chance that he might be able to heal that Colossus, because again, they do percentage-based healing, which is unacceptable. Like, that's an unacceptable risk for something with with 6 digits of health. That's not okay. Also, I might be able to take advantage of the height up here. Do you mind, pal? I'm trying to pick up a book.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, check this one out. If you haven't read any of the notes until now, read this one. I know I'm getting attacked. I'm ignoring it. Wow, guys, have you no appreciation of literature? Holy crap. Also, my ear is acting up. Yeah, like, wow, guys, have you no manners? Why is this area in particular, like, causing hitches?
Can't do that yet.
Good grief. Anyway, to get back to that. So to start from the top, I'm going to have to rely on assisted ear scratching in a minute. Just going to keep scrolling down. Yeah, so if you read all that, first off, my ear is going to require a Q-tip. I feel I am again legally obligated to tell you not to do this, but it's just not stopping, so. Let me try to relieve this malady the only way I know how. Okay. So yeah, if you actually took the time to read all of that, you should have. The gist is that so these people are yeah, they're just like that. Like that was how the curse that led to them being undead looked in the first like days, hours, whatever after it happened. Now the reason why that's the case, just to cover it here because I may not do the side quest relating to it, basically the people who were in charge of Arkovia, so Rowan was the king, emperor, whatever, of Arkovia, and he was the guy who got told, basically, hey, by some kind of entity, he was told in a prophecy or something like that, that, hey, you need to get out of Dodge, because if you don't, it's not just, like, your empire is going to fall, for one thing, regardless of whether you're here or not, and unless you leave, all of your people will die. Well, not even die. Like, clearly they didn't die. They had a fate worse than death. And that was basically the. By the way, my other ear started acting up. So, but basically the gist is that yeah, he was told in prophecy that you need to abandon your crown, you need to abdicate the throne and leave. Otherwise, you will be here whenever extremely bad things happen, and you don't want to be here for that, right? And he believed it and walked off, and the people who went with him and followed him became the Rovers, the Rowari, named so because Rowan, right? Rowari, Rowan. Uh, so after he did that, if I'm remembering the story right, after he did that, the council, like the people who were under him, the viziers, the advisors, the whatever, they basically took over ruling. Like they didn't find anyone who would succeed him, so they just ruled by committee basically, and they wanted that anyway, more or less. So it's like, sure, whatever, they got what they wanted. Now that wasn't enough for them. They feared death, and so they kind of wanted to live forever. They found this necromancer guy, like the necromancer, basically, head honcho necromancer guy, and they were like, okay, well, you're going to help us. And if I remember right, the story basically goes something to the effect of, he told them no, and they went, ha 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 ha, and then imprisoned him and tortured him for years. And whenever he finally relented, he cast a curse on all of Arkovia, like all of the people of Arkovia, that turned them into undead. Like, they just couldn't die, essentially. Like, he gave them exactly what they asked for. Nobody in Arkovia could die. So, you have now, like, the curse of Arkovia that led to Arkovia being filled with the quote-unquote cursed undead. Because they really are cursed, and they obviously are undead. In the literal sense, they cannot die. Not like a metaphorical, oh, they're undead because they're not. It's like, no, you can take a guy's skull and crush it underfoot, and maybe that'll let him not have to walk around as animate bones anymore, but, you know, it's still not a great existence, and they probably just turn into ghosts each year anyway, so. Anyway, I'm not sure how long I've been at this, but we're definitely going to get it. Out of just stubbornness and principle at this point. Like, spent this long on it, might as well finish the job. Yeah, the Colosseum Amalgam. Karnath? Oh, Karnath! Yeah, okay, so I guess he's the guy. That is Karnath, huh? Wow, okay, game. Alright. Yeah, it's lame that he literally summons them as soon as you kill them. That's just stupid. I'm not gonna sugarcoat my opinion on that, I think that's dumb. Like, if you're going to give a boss ads, make it worth killing them. Right? Like, don't make it, you need to ignore these because they're just infinite in number and they get spawned as soon as you... Because again, that's just not enjoyable. If you're going to do that for a boss, I'll add a caveat. If you do that for a boss, do it for exactly one boss, like Dark Souls 2 did. That's acceptable. Having exactly one of those is fine. This game has way too many of those. Finally. Oh, you're kidding me. I forgot he had a second form. That's not even funny. With like double the health. Excellent. Well, this will be the entire video, I guess. Yeah, look at that. That's so stupid. Ugh. You know, I'm just shooting, like, to try to shoot through these guys to hit him back. Like, that's why I'm still shooting them. Just because at this point, that's the only way I'm really able to damage him. Because he just summons like that. He just summons them automatically. Okay, that's not the way down into the next thing. Alright. Honestly, the calm music fits. Because, I mean, what even are we doing at this point, right? Like... Ho-hum. This is exciting gameplay. If you kind of haven't understood yet why I am very unimpressed with the infinite adds boss design archetype. I don't know, I hope by the end of the next half hour of doing this stupid crud, you get it. It's not made any better by the fact that the auto-targeting just seemingly wants to target stuff that isn't them. And that the enemies want to go to the side, so it kind of messes with the ability to shoot through them to hit him. Like, I'm holding dead at him to try to hit him. It worked there, but... like, anytime you see my guy, like, turn left or right to shoot at something other than him, like, just know I'm trying to hold the analog stick towards him at all times, whenever I'm firing.
Can't do that yet.
Like, hold on. I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm not sure, but I think... yeah, like, if I use the mouse, I can aim directly at him. You saw that there, so maybe I'll just try that. No! No! How did he get his health back? What healed him? Hold on, why is his health back at full? Don't tell me there was like one errant skeletal priest that just healed him. Somehow. That would actually... I would actually just leave. That's not even a joke. That's exactly what happened. Wow. I am speechless. Yeah, we're leaving. I know that that sounds dim, maybe, but... bro, I'm not a prisoner to the sunk cost fallacy. I'm not staying here if that's gonna happen again. He went from 90,000, I want to say, to full. Like, yeah, I'm not doing that. That's, by the way, also why I didn't really want to say it because I kind of understand it on one end. But that's also why you don't give, like, if you're going to have enemies that can do percentage-based healing, you don't let them do that to bosses. That's
That skill's not ready.
that's not okay. Yeah, we're done here. We got. I think just demonstrating that, like, so that my critique of the healing, like the way that enemies heal each other, and a certain archetype of boss design in this game is kind of fully witnessed, if you want to call it that. Like, I feel it was worth it for that alone, to show that off. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say it was just worth it for that alone, to have that happen. Sorry, my phone was being dumb again. But yeah, I can't really put into words how I feel about that other than extreme negative emotions. Well, I mean, obviously not too extreme. I mean extreme for a video game. You know what I mean? It's not like actually extreme. It's just extreme relative to what you would normally feel towards a video game you like. You know? Because, I mean, this is a good game. I like it. Obviously, if I didn't, I probably would be. If I didn't like some aspect of it, you know. If I didn't find it at a minimum interesting, I wouldn't want to let's play it. Yeah, oof, that is just terrible. Yeah, just the percentage-based enemy healing is so garbage. I can't not. To make one thing clear, this is the part of the game where, if I remember right, at least in the normal campaign, I have played very comparatively little of the DLCs. So I'm not sure if it shows up there. But Old Arkovia is the place where it shows up the most. Like, specifically with Undead. It is the worst with Undead. Like, they're the faction that has it the worst. Even the goblins, they have it, but they don't... It's not as bad with them, mainly because, like... Mainly because their resistances aren't such that the healers, you know, are difficult to kill in the same way that the undead healers are. If I had to try to smash that into a one-sentence description of why I feel that way. I don't know why this place is having hiccups, by the way. Hold on. There we go. As you can see, we're overlooking the camp down there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I talked to the folks down there already, and yeah, I did. So that's, yeah, as you can see, that's the other Rowari camp. Like, that's the first one that you come across. That's the second before... That's the second one before Cronley's hideout. Again, I don't know what's causing all that itching in this area. Yeah, sinus problems again. RIP. More skeletal priests. Excellent. I'm hoping to get enough elemental damage by the time we're through this next, because the upcoming dungeon is split into 3 different floors, I think. The bottom 2 are optional, semi-optional, because the very bottommost has a it has a shrine in it. I forget what the correct term for it is, but it has a shrine. And yeah, that means there's going to be a lot of fighting undead, and it's not the quickest. As you've seen, like, again, the physical damage they don't really care about. And you add that with the healers and all that, it's just a recipe for a long, slow area. Dude, what is with that hitching? What is with that? I know it's not just because I'm recording. Like, I know that's not it. It's wild. I don't know what the deal with that is, but it's annoying. I don't know if you could hear that on recording, but if you could, that's impressive. If you didn't, don't worry about it. Yo! Okay, so that's one thing. I'm not sure what causes that damage over time effect, but that is a strong one that the skeletal knights use. That's another thing that just complicates the skeletal priest dynamic. That turd in the back. Good grief. Nice. Okay. Okay. Trying to think here. Wow, I didn't realize I had that many points in the tank. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping that makes a big difference. So from this, yeah, we'll get the Forgotten Passage, which is another collect the things, and you get a book, and then you get XP for assembling the book, and you get a, you know, you get a book, and you get the XP from the quest of assembling the book. So essentially, you just get 2 XP rewards stacked on top of each other. It's like Exhibit designed quest book. Because, you know, hey, dog, if you like XP, do you want XP rewards in your XP rewards? Something like that. Like, yo, dog. You get the idea, I think. The meme I am referencing. Well, it looks like that did some work. It'll be a minute before the real value of that elemental damage shows itself. Which I guess ain't a whole lot. Maybe I just need to get Iskandros up directly for more just percent elemental damage. Well, at least it lasts a while. That's good. I'm not sure how I feel about that, though. Ugh, my ear. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that, but, you know, it is what it is. Oof, yeah, you saw it there. It is bleeding. So now that I finally saw it, whenever it happened, it is a bleeding effect. Which I guess makes sense, that the undead would have weapons that do bleed. Right? It's not like they're fighting each other. As in, their enemies will almost certainly be, in some way, shape, or form, weak to bleed. Ah, heaven's sake. Well, at least that one just got bodied. Is it a pun to say that a skeleton got bodied? Oh, for heaven's sake. Yeah, there's the normal version of that enemy, by the way. The skeletal gargantuan or whatever. And there's another skeletal priest who needs to die immediately. And of course there was another skeletal priest that then healed the skeletal gargantuan to full. Because rapid fire percent-based healing that chains through a group is totally cool. And not annoying at all. Alright, let's get out of this dead end. Undead end, even. Okay, well, we got the gargantuan down. Now to take out the dregs. Well, he's got a hammer, so hopefully he doesn't do that stupid, goofy bleed stuff. Where he just takes half my health. Okay, excellent. Dead beater, huh? Alright, I'll give it up. That's actually a pretty funny name for a for a unique relating to a undead hero unit. Okay. Gonna have to fight our way through this. Wow, that's a speedy guy. Did he seriously just... Please tell me he did not summon a hero unit.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, I'm gonna take this guy out and hope that he's not a summoned unit, because that would be actually insane if he is a full-on summoned unit unto himself. Okay, I want to believe that he was not a summon. Okay, and did you see that? Rewind that. Rewind that for a minute. That is unacceptable, man. Like, holy crap, that is so bad. I mean, from like just a flat game design perspective, that is so bad. Like, come on. The fact that a skeletal priest that far away healed 20-something thousand health on a hero unit. Like, come on. Ugh. Again, the percent-based healing thing is just not good. Like, the way the enemy healing stuff is designed is just bad. Like, oh ho ho, you didn't see out of the corner of your camera view that a single skeletal priest was alive that wasn't there a moment ago. You get to do a minute and a half's worth of constant damage over again after you run over there and almost die trying to take care of that dude beyond an ocean of calcium deposits trying to kill you. Like, come on. Hopefully almost done.
Can't do that.
Okay. Okay, I think we're good. So there's still guys over there, obviously. Hopefully this will be the last dude. We can just ice this fella, or not. Oh, this guy. Okay, cool. Goodbye. Excellent. Okay. Now then. What's left in the Kraken? Plus 13% attack speed. You know, I want the attack speed, but we need the damage, so I'll go for that first. Clearly we need the damage. Ah, there's the skeletal priest again. Excellent. Well, you know what I mean. It's not the same skeletal priest, but there's the thing that comes with seemingly every group of these guys. Alright, that looks like the entire area cleared out. But we have some... Yeah, we have some folks over here to talk to. Balvaruk and Calderos. Let's go give them a chat, because they've got a quest for us that leads into another quest, but most importantly, the quest they've got for us is something that we're going to want to do anyway. So we might as well pick it up and then accomplish it on the regular course of things, so that we get a reward for something we do anyway. Greetings, you do not know me, but I have heard of you. I am Balvaruk of the Order of Death's Vigil. Your exploits lead me to believe that you may just be who I need for my assignment. That spirit, are you a necromancer? Does Calderos frighten you? Yes, I am of the order. I would have hoped that a pariah such as yourself would be more understanding of the prejudice people of my practice are faced with. I mean, he's not a dentist. Now, will you listen to my proposition, or will you continue to stare into the deathless eyes of my companion? What did you want me to do? Yes, I am here to purge this land of several malevolent spirits. Their tainted presence has corrupted Arcovia long enough. Like, yeah, okay, well, I'm pretty sure Arcovia is already corrupted. However, my masters have underestimated the degree to which these ancient oligarchs have surrounded themselves with their former subjects. The Arcovian Undercity is swarming with the dead. I admit far more than I can handle without the aid of my brothers, but you are quickly proving to be a force of reckoning this world has never seen. Travel down into the Undercity and banish the spirits of Nomos Dread, Laudos Vagra, and Rovena Kerr. When you are finished, seek out my companion Calderos at the entrance to the Steps of Torment. He will guide you to your final target. Sure. Ah, fuck. You can't swing a femur without hitting an undead priest in this place. I mean, seriously, it's like, where did they come from? And don't say the ground. Like, I know. It's a rhetorical question. I am not touching that totem with a 10-foot pole. I do not want to deal with super-powered undead right now. We're going to be dealing with enough of that as it is. Okay, so we've got Nomos Dread, Laudos Vagra, and Rovena Kerr to deal with, and they are not... Pardon me, another pack with undead priest, of course. Ugh! Holy crap. Yeah, you know, like, I was kind of hoping that damage would do more. The damage over time. I mean, it's doing something. It's just not what I was hoping it'd be doing. Okay, so we're in the Arcovian Undercity proper. Now, the deal with this place is that it's cool. I like it. It's alright dungeon. The stuff in it is miserable to deal with. Because it's just these boys. A lot of them. A lot of them. More undead than a haunted charnel house. Like, more undead than... I mean, I would say Lordran, but I mean, honestly, I think there was more undead in Drangleic, and there's more undead here than in Drangleic. More undead than at a graduation reunion ceremony at a necromancer's college. More undead than at a Lich family reunion. At a Lich's family reunion, I should say. I'm trying to think of more. I can't really think of any. It's just a lot of undead. By the way, those pits with all the bones in them, you don't want to step in those. Unless you want to fight something that's going to take a lot of effort to deal with, and I'd rather not. Since this is going to take enough effort as it is. Yep. Ah, my ear. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a long minute. Ah, hey, look, it's another undead priest. There we go. Yeah, I want to look at that real quick. So that's... So that's how much it is over that period of time. And then this adds it with an increased duration. So I'm guessing it's the same per second damage. Now the real kicker here is that it adds like +% crit damage, which is cool, I guess. Now Arcane Will is cool, but I'm not sure how I feel about trying to play around having lower health, like having health drop below a certain percent. 12 meter, oh right, that's 12 meter radius for whatever. Yeah, okay, I get it. Causes the weapons of allies. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing some stinking thinking. Well, it does mean that that's damage over time, like guaranteed damage over time, basically. And whenever I say guaranteed, I don't mean like every time I hit it'll activate. I don't know what it means by a chance of one of the following. I don't know if it means that there's a chance that it won't happen. What I mean is that that is damage over time that is going to occur, right? Like it's not going to be resisted such that it'll be negligible, like internal damage, I think, or bleeding against these guys. Okay.
That skill's not ready.
Just gotta remember that finishing off the Kraken will lead to the next choice in constellations, which might, once I sit down and actually take the time to look at them, might avail something to think about, especially as regards the frostbite, etc. damage, because I'm kind of thinking maybe I should look into extra elemental damage over time effects like is it frostburn? Burning? Burn, frostburn, and electrocute, like looking into stuff that adds that rather than just stuff that adds flat damage. It's a thought, you know. Because having strong damage over time is useful. I mean, it's useful in any game that you can get it, but it's useful here also because...
My inventory is full.
Oh no, my inventory is full. How terrible. We'll take care of that in a moment. But yeah, it's just good because getting a hit through a group of enemies and just knowing that there's going to be some measure. See, that's kind of the example of when it's super bad to have a percent healing jerk of an enemy as a normal enemy that can heal bosses, you know, just existing, combined with a boss enemy that can summon dudes infinitely. I think this is another one of them. As a matter of fact, I think that's Nomos Dread. Yeah.
Can't do that yet.
Gotta clear out some of these guys. I know not all of them are leashed to him, so being able to kill some of them
That skill's not ready.
would be a boon. Okay. Does he actually summon dudes? Now that I think about it, maybe he doesn't. My point still stands about the Skeletal Priest, though. Okay, I feel confident in saying that Nomos Dread is effectively dead already. We just gotta wiggle down his sizable health pool. Yeah, see, that's him taking that. Let's just see how that Frostburn stuff does. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, all told, that's not bad at all. I mean, it's not, like, fantastic yet, but, okay, like, because I was concerned of maybe it wasn't worth putting more points into. I think it is. That's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's, like, the level of acceptable that I need it to be, basically. Think of it like Poison in Dark Souls. Like, that's about where I would rank it right now. I kind of want to get it up to where it's maybe more like... Okay, right now it's Poison in Dark Souls 1. I would like it to be more like Poison in Dark Souls 2. If that makes sense. If you've ever played the 2, you'd know what I mean by that. Like, Poison in Dark Souls 2 is not the same as Poison in Dark Souls 1 or 3.
I can't carry it. I can't carry it. My inventory. I can't
Wicka 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 wah! Remix. Wicka icka wicka wah! Anyway, I'm trying to select, there we go. The portal, thank you. Probably gonna cut the video again here soon.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
The thought occurred to me, and I'm to test out the Frostburn stuff on something a little less beefy, and I think I'm gonna do exactly that before I cut the video. Just selling all this stuff, including the dead beater. Nah, I'll keep that. I'll put it in the rare pile. But I need to move these over. Okay. While I'm over here, let's just, you know. I'm probably just gonna blow the thing to smithereens. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I did that. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's a little too, you know, fragile. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Obviously, like I said, I kind of want to doing a little bit more, but it's not bad. It's sort of almost an anti-regen, and I know that sounds stupid, but what I mean by that is all DOTs are anti-regen, right? Like it's regen and reverse and shuts off, like, or at least it stymies regeneration. But that is kind of what I'm looking at it as. It's like, okay, that's sort of a keep the enemy's HP down while I maneuver rather than just pure damage. And it does decent damage right now. It's just not doing great damage. It's not doing the kind of damage where you'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm real excited about that. But hopefully with some upgrades that can get to the point where it's doing that kind of damage. Now, here's the thing. I'm not sure if Spirit augments that. Bonus duration damage, but that doesn't really... Yeah, bonus oh, so that's bleed and eternal trauma damage. I'm guessing this is for that bonus duration damage is for like Frostburn and the like. Now here's the thing. Where is it? Yeah, we can literally just get military conditioning to make up for the physique gap. I want to start putting points into spirit. At least a few. And just put points into spirit and cunning. Physique can be made up for with skill points that weren't... So like the skill points that we didn't put into Arcanist. Oh goodness, I might actually... You know what? That's probably a good way to do it. Is instead of the skill points put into Arcanist to get to say 40, take those 15 skill points and put like 7 in military conditioning and 7 in inner focus. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do that. But right now, with our inventory clear and us in the middle of going through the bone zone, whenever we get back, I'll hopefully have, you know, I'm going to take like a short break, maybe get a snack. But whenever I get back, we'll take it back to the bone zone and get it done.